Hello and welcome to how to clean your balcony. That is your garden balcony, not your working balcony here in Taiwan. So here is the space that you go out into the balcony. And I've got 2 layers of curtains just to give a little extra privacy if I want to, because obviously my neighbors are right there. So today I'm going to do a cleaning balcony. I had my garden completely done before, and typhoon came through and I did not get it redone. So there's some open dirt spaces and some plants that decided to come up wherever they wanted to, and some plants that are damaged. So this is going to be from beginning to end, including the garden space. So just to show you a little bit what it looks like, I've got a little bit of a view of Monkey Mountain there, with the pool and the parking lot that is not associated with our apartment building, but the pool is. And so just to show you a little bit about, this is how long I have not cleaned it, is I've just allowed things to go around. Got a little spade over there that was left out, and a whole lot of empty pots I'm not really sure what to do with without getting dirt for it first. Handy dandy fire extinguisher. And then my bike that I inherited when my mom left, and table, chair, thinking about setting that up somewhere. This utility shelf thing that I'm not sure is as helpful as I thought it would be, so I'm not really sure how to do or work around that. Seems like it should be for the kitchen with the wine rack there, but I don't use it in my kitchen. I have other things. So then all of our dog stuff. So dog food container, where the dog eats, and all of his supplements as he is an old puppy. And then some random things there that just got left. And of course we need extra dog food containers that he does not use. And this is not supposed to be here. I'm letting it dry out. After bleaching it, all of my sensory tools that I use in my profession. So that will not be here after the clean. So just to give you a look over, this is the space that I will also be cleaning, windows and screens, and also this space down here, which gets really dirty because lots of dust gets blown in, as you can see out here. So I will start setting up and cleaning, and then throughout the job I'll stop and explain a little bit here and there on how I clean, where I start, and how I finish, and all those things. So just another quick little to show you. I live in a very cityscape space, so I get a little bit of an open view, but most of it is building, and then building over there. So not a lot of privacy, but I'm hoping that after we get our garden set up here, maybe we can have a little bit more height to give us a little bit more privacy, but we will see. My poor tree that got knocked down during the typhoon, and all the little leaves came in all crinkly, so I'm hoping that it will come back again. It's quite windy today, so I apologize for the wind if that is making a bit of some noise. And yep, I'll get started.
Come on, feeling like a boss. Kenny, Hagen, Jones. Yeah, I'm feeling like a boss. All the laws. Yo, law bang, yo, law bang, hey, yo, law bang, hey, yo, law bang, hey, boss. Noodles with the sauce, yo, law bang, hey. Know
here I noticed there were some gel packs in the top of this dog food bowl, and they were supposed to keep things fresh, but water had gotten in all of them, so I had to toss it all out.
Come on, feeling like a boss. Kenny, Hagen, Tops. Yeah, I'm feeling like a boss.
So some things I found that didn't belong there: an old light that didn't work, a towel I didn't even know that was there, and some cones that my husband uses for sports. I don't know why that was outside. I grabbed a microfiber cloth and some spray. I wish I could tell you what's inside. I'm not really sure, some kind of mixture. And then I started to get to cleaning all of the pieces that were on that side of the balcony.
Pull up in the Jeep. World on 20D， 兄弟都别离，规则我来定，没有时间浪费，随便给你瞎聊，别来惹我，要不然我把你 fire 掉，要到 club 里，那我一定。
So even though I thought originally I was not going to use this equipment on the balcony, I decided I would. I have the eye care powders, stomach care powders, like probiotics for my dog because he's an older puppy, and I put them in the top drawer. I know it's very rusty. It's been outside, and with Taiwan weather being so humid, I can't really get around that, so I just have to let it be. So I put those in the top drawer, and then I have dental care liquid that goes in his water, a bottle of flaxseed oil that also helps with his eye care, and I also have a bottle of turmeric that helps with anti-inflammation. He's getting a little bit older and he's walking slower, so I continue to clean all the other pieces. This is a box that has a lot of my gardening tools in it, as well as seeds and gloves. So I'm just cleaning all of that and getting it together, and I'm gonna put it on that outdoor rolling cart that has all the dog stuff in it. I'm gonna put all the dog bowls. They're very dirty, so I'm taking them in to clean, throwing those gel packs away. Now they're clean. I've got them back out, and after all the choices that I have, I decided to go with one metal bowl for water and one blue bowl for his food, and the other ones I put in that bottom drawer of the cart. So I have everything cleaning up the dog food containers. We have two different ones, and I'm gonna put them back, but now I'm gonna get to cleaning that side, the walls, the floor, and washing it all down.
Come on, feeling like a boss. Kenny, Hagen, Tops. Yeah, I'm feeling like a boss. Breaking all the laws. G,叫我老板，叫我老板，嘿，叫我老板，嘿，叫我老板，嘿。With the sauce， 叫我老板，叫我老板，嘿 ，Nowhere but the heat， hustle 最有力，自信 what's in me，ain't no time for sleep，pull up in the Jeep，world on 20D， 兄弟都别离，规则我来定，没有时间浪费，随便给你瞎聊，别来惹我，要不然我把你 fire 掉。要到 club 里，那我一定带着保镖。Come on, feeling like a boss. Kenny, Hagen, Tops. Yeah, I'm feeling like a boss.
So here I start to wash the walls with the hose that I have. I'm showing you that yes, there are outlets on the wall, but there is a cover on it so the water doesn't get inside. And I'm also careful to go around it. So I'm spraying from top to bottom, and I'm also spraying on the left side, a little bit out where my garden area is. And then after I spray the walls from top to bottom, then I spray the floor. And I understand that I swept the floor. I wanted to get up pieces. We had a glass bottle of flaxseed oil bust, and that's what that stain is on the floor right there in the corner. And so I wanted to make sure I got the glass up. Then I hosed it down, which is just really like the dirt and leaves that are there. And then I'm starting to wash the screen first on the door. I want to make sure I get the screen first and then move the screen after I'm done washing it all down, and then I'll do the glass part. And I use the hose first, and then later I'm going to use my steamer, and you're gonna see here I'm gonna start cleaning that spot in the corner. So I tried to use baking soda that I showed you and a scrub brush, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. Just a little bit of water, baking soda, this should work, right? It did not. I scrubbed for a while and then found that the stain was still there, and I had looked it up and it said that baking soda and acetone, but you had to leave it on for 24 to 48 hours and then clean it. And I was like, I'm impatient, I don't want to wait that long. So I was like, okay, it doesn't work. So what I tried after this, I sprayed it all off, the tile, just to double check, and you can see it came off a little bit, but only like very little bit. So this is dried on flaxseed oil. I was like, okay, bring out the big guns. And this is called the pink stuff. You can sometimes find it on Amazon. This stuff is vegetable based. It is safe for animals and plants, and so I thought, okay, I will try it. And it came off immediately, and I'm just using a rag. I'm not even using the scrub brush at first. I just used the rag and the pink stuff, and it came off so easily. I highly recommend this for everything. It is abrasive, so it will take off paint, so don't use it on things that have a painted surface. But on the tile, it worked really well. So I just decided all of the slobbery spots that my dog had drooled all over the floor, you can see all those dirty spots, I just use it for everything. And so I just started to use the scrub brush for all parts of the tile to get all of that up, and it came up so easily. So I scrubbed the floor, and then I wash it off again. And you're gonna see later that I'm gonna use the steamer to clean the walls and window and screen as well, just to get all that bacteria or dirt out of there too.
别来惹我，要不然我把你 fire 掉。要到 club 里，那我一定带着保镖。我的 sauce 叫我老板，叫我老板。Know I bring the heat， 好手最有力，自信 want to meet。Ain't no time for sleep。Pull up in the Jeep， Roll on 20 deep， 兄弟都给力，跪着我来顶。没有时间浪费，随便给你下聊。别来惹我，要不然我把你 fire 掉。要到 club 里，那我一定带着。
So here is the final product of the floor. That flaxseed oil dried on flaxseed oil spot is completely gone, and all the other drool spots for my dog are completely gone. You can see that there is some in the garden. Now we're gonna tackle this other side of the balcony. So here we go to the next part after we clean the walls and the window on that side with my steam cleaner, Bissell steam cleaner. I have to say that it was very helpful to have that long part with the mop head at the end for the upper part of the wall. It was easy. I'm quite short, so it was easy for that. But I have to say, when it came to the lower parts, and you can see it's a little bit awkward for me, I would recommend that you switch it over to the smaller steamer, the smaller head, and also not using the long tube for the bottom part. It's just not necessary. It's quite heavy and a bit bulky, so I would switch it over. I was just, again, a little bit impatient, and I didn't want to switch back and forth between these attachments and the other attachment that would have made my life easier, so I just pushed through it, because at the top you can see it's quite high up there. Just be gentle with your screens and not push and just take your time going down. So here is the final steps on this corner.
别墅里面唱 K， 水池里面银龙鱼。我送阿硕茶具和研磨下笔，直接给我4个字帅：大展宏图，大事亲手提笔字。大展宏图，搬来放在办公室。哎，大展宏图，关公都点头。有料，鸿运不能总是当头，因为当老。他说要玩就要玩得大，玩得大点。贼船越大，老鼠还坐得下，养下宠物。得罪小人没关系，得罪君主看不起。世上君子不贪杯，得得罪了道。对，黑灰蓝白道义有道。逆流才会水涨船高，对，爱财如命的人没有一好多。我说是对兄弟，不是扑死。细老安之若命，颠老听天由命。烂老拿把双子爱上剑，只要谋革命。人太沉迷收米，人情软过玻璃。江湖总是形形色色，谁还没点诟病？一个二个阿硕喜欢看风景，烂老听我。
So as I started to move my cart back over, you can see just how great this cart is. It is so old. Pieces of the wheel fell off. All these big plastic pieces. I was like, I don't really know what to do. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So I just tried to clean it up, make sure I didn't get any plastic pieces in my garden or around where my dog was eating. And you'll see later as I try and like put the brake on, pieces continued to break off, and I was like, well, what are you gonna do?
关系得罪君主看不起，世上君子不贪杯，得得罪了道。对，黑灰蓝白道义有道，逆流才会水涨船高。对，爱财如命的人没有一好多。我说是对兄弟，不是扑死。细老安之若命，颠老听天由命。烂老拿把双子爱上剑，只要谋革命。人太沉迷收米，人情软过玻璃。江湖总是形形色色，谁还没点诟病？一个二个阿硕喜欢看风景，烂老听我关系得罪君主看不起。世上君子不贪杯，得得罪了道。对，黑灰蓝白道义有道，逆流才会水涨船高。对，爱财如命的人没有一好多。我说是对兄弟，不是扑死。细老安之若命，颠老听天由命。烂老拿把双子爱上剑，只要谋革命。人太沉迷收米，人情软过玻璃。江湖总是形形色色，谁还没点诟病？一个二个阿硕喜欢看风景，烂老听我关系得罪君主看不起。世上君子不贪杯，得得罪了道。对，黑灰蓝白道义有道，逆流才会水涨船高。对，爱财如命的人没有一好多。我说是对兄弟，不是扑死。细老安之若命，颠老听天由命。烂老拿把双子爱上剑，只要谋革命。人太沉迷收米，人情软过玻璃。江湖总是形形色色，谁还没点诟病？一个二个阿硕喜欢看风景，烂老听我关系得罪君主看不起。世上君子不贪杯，得得罪了道。对，黑灰蓝白道义有道，逆流才会水涨船高。对，爱财如命的人没有一。
As I was cleaning the window, I noticed that there was some blue paint that was splashed on my window a few years ago, and I really mean a few years ago. I think 2 or 3 years ago, I had some of my students that I had known from previous schools. The parents had asked me to watch them over the summer. Really, it was 2 years ago. And so I had painting parties for them out on the balcony, and my table, my black table that's out there, still has blue paint on it, which I'm fine with. But I didn't realize that there was still blue paint on my window. So I used the pink stuff to get all that blue paint off. And if you notice, I'm still spraying from top to bottom, from the window down, and then I'm spraying from the back of the balcony down to the garden area to get all of that dirt and dust down into the garden again. I kind of did a double job on this window. I realized that I had steamed it already, and then I decided to wash it again, and then I had to steam it. It was just over and over, but it was okay. So I got the window all dry. Even though you steam it, there's still water spots on there, so dry it off. And then now I have the last corner to do after I get my table and chairs set up over here so I can actually use it. It won't be in the corner anymore, and I can actually come out and have a drink and enjoy my balcony and the view there, especially after we get the garden set up. So that is another thing I'm looking forward to. to the very last corner of the balcony. I started on the side that I don't walk in and out of, and here's the last side. There you see some drool spots from my dog. When he gets really excited about his food, he just drools, and then those spots just come up all over my balcony. So this is the last part that I'm gonna scrub the floor first. I'm gonna use the pink stuff. Yes, I already did use the water hose to wash down the screen and then the door. Now I'm going to spray, going to clean the floor, and then I'm going to use the steamer to clean the wall there, the screen door, and the glass door after I finish this last spraying down of the floor. So here's the last step that I have with my steamer. Just make sure I get it all done. And this is the final step. I am almost done with the balcony. Yay! So here's the final reveal of my cleaned balcony. Again, I have a balcony that has the stone walk area, and then I have the garden area, so that has not been done yet. I will show you after we get that done, and I'm contemplating on whether I do that myself or if I'm going to hire someone to do it, which I had done last time before the typhoon came through and blew almost everything away. So here's the completed clean balcony. I have my dog station area over there with a gardening toolbox and other things that he needs, the bicycle in the corner, in the basket, all the things I need there. I have the fire hydrant under the table and the chair next to that so I can have a space to sit and relax, and I've got the garden hose there on the other side. And now to get the garden done.